Hi, I'm Harley. Single mom, perpetually exhausted office manager, and fiercely protective of my daughter Mia. That's just how it goes when your kid's been through hell and back. Mom, have you seen my blue hoodie? The one with the stars? Mia called from her bedroom. Check the laundry basket! I folded it yesterday! I yelled back, rushing to finish making lunch. 2 years after the accident, and we'd developed our own rhythm. The house was adapted now. Wider doorways, ramps instead of steps. Everything Mia needed since the car crash that took her ability to walk and took her father in one terrible night. Found it. Are we still going to Grandma's for dinner? I sighed, feeling that familiar knot in my stomach. Yeah, honey, Barbara insisted. Is he going to be there? Mia's voice dropped. Unfortunately. My stepfather Gordon had been in my life since I was 12. He was the type of man who needed to control everything and everyone around him. My mother Barbara just went along with whatever he said, like she always had. The doorbell rang. Speak of the devil. Harley, you look tired. Gordon didn't bother with hello, just walked right in, inspecting our living room like he was conducting a health inspection. Barbara followed behind him, giving me a quick hug. Working full-time and being a full-time mom will do that to you, I replied, trying to keep my tone light. Where's my granddaughter? Barbara asked. Getting ready? She'll be out in a minute. Gordon made a noise that sounded suspiciously like a scoff. Taking her sweet time, I bet. I bit my tongue. Ever since Mia's accident, Gordon had made it clear he thought she was exaggerating her condition, as if a spinal cord injury was something you could fake. Mia wheeled herself into the living room, her smile bright but not reaching her eyes. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Gordon. There's my girl. Barbara bent down to hug her. Gordon just nodded. Still in that chair, huh? The room went silent. Well, the spinal cord injury didn't magically heal overnight, so yeah, Mia replied, her voice dripping with teenage sarcasm. Mia, I warned gently. I'm just saying, Gordon continued, settling himself on our couch. Lots of teenagers go through phases for attention. Remember when you went goth for 3 months, Harley? This isn't black lipstick, Gordon. She physically cannot walk. The doctors at physical therapy said it's permanent, Mia added quietly. Doctors can be wrong. I read an article about a girl who was paralyzed until her parents stopped babying her. Barbara touched his arm. Gordon, please. No, Barbara, someone needs to say it. I think Mia has gotten comfortable with all this special treatment. The chair, the ramps, everyone walking on eggshells. I felt my blood pressure rising. The special treatment of basic accessibility? I'm just saying what everyone's thinking, Gordon shrugged. It's been 2 years. Maybe she's just not trying hard enough. Mia's face had gone pale. I moved to stand between her and Gordon. I think you should leave. We just got here, Barbara protested. And now you're leaving. I won't have him talking about Mia like this. Gordon stood up, towering over me. This is exactly the problem. You enable this behavior. Mark my words, Harley. One day she'll slip up, and everyone will see she's just seeking attention. As I shut the door behind them, I knew this wasn't over. Gordon's accusations were getting worse, and I had a sickening feeling he was just getting started. 3 days later, my phone rang. Please come to dinner tonight. Gordon feels terrible about what happened. I glanced at Mia doing homework. I don't think that's a good idea. He's your stepfather, Harley. Family doesn't give up on family. After Barbara's persistent guilt-tripping, I reluctantly agreed. Mia wasn't happy about it, but I promised this would be the last time for a while. At dinner, Gordon acted like nothing had happened. My cousin Jessica was there too, which helped ease some tension. How's school going, Mia? Jessica asked. Got an A on my biology project. That's my smart girl, I said. Gordon cleared his throat. School accommodating your situation well? They have an elevator, Mia replied flatly. Must be nice getting to skip gym class. Throughout dinner, Gordon kept making comments about handicap parking being unnecessary and how wheelchair athletes proved it was mind over matter. I need to use the bathroom, I said, needing a break from his voice. Jessica, could you help clear the plates? In the bathroom, I splashed cold water on my face. That's when I heard Mia yell, "Get away from me!" I rushed out to find Gordon standing over Mia in the living room. "I'm just saying, if you tried, you could stand," he was saying. "I can't. The doctors said, doctors don't know everything. You're just comfortable being waited on." I stepped forward. "What's going on?" Before either could answer, Gordon grabbed Mia's arms and yanked her from the wheelchair. "Stand up. I know you can." Mia crumpled to the floor, her legs useless beneath her. "Stop it!" I screamed, rushing forward. Mia's face contorted with pain and humiliation as she tried to pull herself up using the coffee table. "See? Nothing! You're faking!" Gordon towered over her. "What's happening?" Barbara rushed in with Jessica. I dropped beside Mia, who was sobbing. "He pulled her out of her wheelchair." "I was proving a point," Gordon said coldly. "Gordon, what were you thinking?" Jessica gasped. "Someone had to do it. This charade has gone on long enough." Barbara twisted her hands. "I'm sure he didn't mean any harm, Harley. He's just concerned." "Concerned? He assaulted my daughter." "That's a strong word," Gordon scoffed. I helped Mia back into her chair, her body shaking. "Barbara, are you seriously defending this?" I demanded. "He went about it wrong, but his heart was in the right place." "His heart? He has no heart." I grabbed Mia's bag. "We're leaving, now." "Don't be dramatic, Harley," Gordon sighed. "Dramatic would be calling the police for what you just did." As we left, Jessica followed us out. "I'll call you tomorrow. That was messed up." In the car, Mia was silent, tears streaming down her face. "I'm so sorry, baby. This will never happen again. I promise you that." And in that moment, I knew something had to change. Gordon needed to pay for what he'd done. The next morning, I called Mia's doctor. "Dr. Reynolds, I need your help." "What's happened, Harley?" His voice went serious when I explained what Gordon had done. "That's assault. You should file a police report." "I will, but I need more. I need to expose him completely. Can you give me detailed documentation of Mia's condition? Something even a skeptic couldn't argue with." "Come in this afternoon. I'll prepare everything." Next, I called my friend Marcus, who worked in IT security. "So this jerk thinks your daughter is faking being paralyzed? That's messed up. Beyond messed up. And my mom's still defending him. What do you need?" "Tech magic. There's a family reunion at my mom's house next Saturday. I want to record everything Gordon says and does. Hidden cameras, audio devices. I got you?" "Won't be cheap," I warned. "For Mia, on the house. That dude needs to go down." Jessica called while I was making lunch. "How's Mia doing?" "Still pretty shaken up. Wouldn't talk much last night." I've never seen Gordon like that. It was scary. It's who he's always been. You just saw it clearly for once. Barbara called me this morning. She's making excuses for him again. Of course she is. I told her she's wrong. I'm done pretending everything's fine. What can I do to help? I hesitated. You serious? Dead serious. What he did was unforgivable. The family reunion next weekend. I need an inside person. Later that week, Marcus, Jessica, and I met at a cafe while Mia was at therapy. Marcus spread out small devices on the table. Wireless cameras, audio recorders, all synced to this app on your phone. We need to place them where Gordon is likely to corner Mia, Jessica said. Living room, hallway, back porch. Those are his go-to spots for private conversations. I'll get there early to help Barbara set up, Jessica offered. I can plant the devices. What if Gordon notices? I asked. These are practically invisible, Marcus assured me. This one looks like a button, this one a pen tip. The day before the reunion, Dr. Reynolds handed me a thick folder. MRI scans, specialist reports, everything documenting Mia's spinal cord injury. I also included articles explaining why some paralysis patients can have limited movement without full function. That should counter any gotcha moments he tries to create. Thank you. One more thing. Can you come to the reunion? As my guest? A medical expert witness? Smart. That night, I sat Mia down. I need to ask something difficult. Would you be willing to go to the reunion? Her eyes widened. After what he did? I know it's asking a lot, But I have a plan to make sure Gordon never hurts you or anyone else again. What kind of plan? I explained everything. The recordings, Dr. Reynolds, Jessica and Marcus helping. He'll try to get you alone again. He'll say horrible things. Can you handle that? Mia was quiet for a long moment. Will this be the last time I ever have to deal with him? I promise. She straightened in her wheelchair. Then let's do it. I'm tired of being the victim. I hugged her tight, amazed at her strength. Just follow my lead. Gordon thinks he's so smart, but he has no idea what's coming. The day of the reunion arrived. Jessica texted. Devices planted, all systems go. Marcus monitored from a van down the street, while Dr. Reynolds arrived with the medical folder. Mia gripped her wheelchair armrests. Let's take him down. Gordon barely acknowledged us when we arrived. The house was packed with relatives and some of his work colleagues. Perfect. It took less than an hour for Gordon to corner Mia in the hallway. You and your mom still playing this game? His voice came through my earpiece. It's not a game, I'm paralyzed. Come on, stand up. Nobody's watching. I physically can't. You know what I think? I think you like the attention. Poor little Mia. You don't know anything about me. I know a scam when I see one. I gave Dr. Reynolds the signal and he approached them. Who are you? Gordon demanded. Dr. Reynolds, Mia's neurologist. And you are? Her step-grandfather. And I have serious concerns about her condition. Really? Based on what medical expertise? Common sense. She's been paralyzed for 2 years. Convenient, isn't it? I stepped into the hallway. That's a serious accusation, Gordon. Stay out of this, Harley. You've enabled her long enough. Enabled her paralysis? The paralysis from a car accident that killed her father? Playing the widow card too? Perfect combo? I nodded to Jessica, who tapped her phone. Suddenly, Gordon's voice boomed through the house's speakers. The girl's faking, playing the widow card too? Perfect combo. Every conversation stopped. Then came the recording from last week. Stand up, I know you can! Followed by Mia's cries. Gordon lunged for my phone. What the hell is this? This is exposure, Gordon. Everything you've said to Mia, everything you did. Barbara pushed through the crowd. What's going on? Ask your husband why he dragged a paralyzed teenager out of her wheelchair. Gordon's face went red. She's lying! We have it all on video, Jessica said. Dr. Reynolds opened his folder. I have Mia's complete medical records here. The room erupted. Gordon tried to leave but couldn't escape. You're finished, I said quietly. 6 months later, Barbara helped Mia into the gym for her first day coaching wheelchair basketball. You're going to be amazing, Barbara said. After the divorce and restraining order, my mother had finally become the person I needed. Did you hear Gordon lost his job? Barbara asked. And his professional license and his friends? He called again yesterday. Wants to apologize. I watched Mia demonstrating techniques to a young girl. Some things can't be forgiven. I know that now, Barbara said quietly. I should have protected you both. You're here now. That's what matters. As Mia high-fived her team, her smile was the brightest I'd seen in years. We'd reclaimed our power, our family, and our future, without Gordon in it. What would you have done in Harley's position? Would you have publicly exposed Gordon to everyone, or just quietly cut him out of your life? And do you think some actions are truly unforgivable? Or should she have at least heard his apology 6 months later? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about standing up to toxic people. New videos every day where justice gets served.